Hello, planner pals. This is Carla here from C Law Plans. I am going to do an unboxing today of my very first order from Print Pression, and I will also do a plan with me in my Hobonichi Weeks. So, I've never really shown my Hobonichi Weeks before. I purchased this cover pre-loved, and it's like a lavender foxy fix cover, and I really like it. I love the material. I love the size. I love that it has a pocket for all of my stencils. But because this is my everyday carry and it is kind of going with me everywhere, I really wanted a cover that I could also double as a wallet. And that is where Print Pression comes in. So I've known about this company for about a year and a half. And I've always looked at their stuff, but I've never really purchased anything. And so this is my first purchase. I did take advantage of the spring sale when everything was 30% off. And I actually ordered 2 covers for my Hobonichi Weeks. The reason I decided to order from here is because it was in my price range. I've seen a lot of beautiful covers for the Hobonichi Weeks that people use as wallets as well, but I just didn't really want to spend more than $40 on a cover, and the covers here were a perfect price for that. I ended up actually getting 2 for right around $40. Gray has become a recent favorite of mine, and so I really like this box. I might actually keep it just so I can ship other things to friends as well. And I love that I got like little coupons, and then I got like really sweet little cards about thank you so much for the support. And then it's got all of the hashtags and stuff that if you choose to post your planner cover on there as well. And this one is really cute. I've never been to Disney with my kids. It's definitely on our list, but I like that one a lot. And then I got like a little free sheet of stickers, which I like a lot as well. I've never used their stickers. And so that was nice to get a couple of extra freebies. So first of all, the packaging is just really, really well thought out. Even their tissue paper has their company logo on it, which I think is just really thoughtful and beautiful. Again, with the gray, I love it. So I am going to show the invoice just because I did have that discount, and I did spend without shipping, I did spend under $40 on both of these covers. I actually chose 2 different covers just in case I didn't like one color. So the one that I wasn't sure about was a metallic. I didn't really know how I was going to like that one. And that was actually on clearance for $9.99 anyways. But the one that I really wanted, the one that I'm hoping that I'm going to fall in love with the most, is the one that I'm planning on using as my Weeks cover in addition to my wallet. And that was originally $40, and then with the discounts and everything, it came out to less than $40, which I was excited because that was exact my budget. I don't know which one is which, but I also really love that they come in dust bags. I think that that is also extremely thoughtful because, as you know, or if you may not know, a lot of people I've actually become a cover addict. And so I like being able to have dust bags so I can easily store them when I'm not using them. So let's open this one first. Ooh, this is the metallic one. Okay, so this is a metallic, and I got it in the color Pearl. And so you can see it definitely has a sheen to it. It does have silver hardware. It's a double snap, which I actually really like because I have the standard Hobonichi Weeks right now, but I think next year I'm going to get the Mega. And so it's going to be quite a bit chunkier. And so I liked this one for the price because, again, it was on clearance for $10. And I like the pockets here. And I like having the extra card pockets here as well. And then, of course, you have your elastics. You can either slip your hobo in right here, or you can put it on the elastics. And then you have a zipper here as well. In case you did want to use this as your wallet, you have that for your change and stuff also. So this one is definitely very pretty. And then you have the beautiful logo down here that is kind of pressed into the material also. So I definitely like this one a lot. It is very shiny, which will change with my personality. So sometimes I like all the shiny things, and sometimes I just need very muted, very plain, very dull colors. So I actually really, really like this one a lot. I'm very pleased with the color that I chose. And then the next one is what I'm hoping to be able to use full time as my wallet and my Hobonichi cover. So let's open that one and see how much I love this one. And I ordered gray because, again, I've been on, oh, this is so nice, a gray kick. So I do believe, again, I've never really ordered from this company before, so I'm just telling you the things that I believe to be true based off of what I've seen on the website. I do think that this is an older version of the Hobonichi Weeks, and I do think that this one is a newer. You can see the strap already, the differences in the strap. This one is long and thin, and this one is shorter and wider. I honestly don't have a preference. It still is a double strap, which I really, really love. The strap width, to me, I do not mind. This one has gold hardware, whereas this one has silver hardware. It looks like another addition right off the bat is this pen loop, which this one did not have. So I really like that because, especially as my everyday carry, I'm obviously going to have a pen with me all the time too. And I love this one because, so this one I wanted to use as my main wallet because it had this here. I do not know if I will be keeping my driver's license in this or if I'll just be keeping like a little affirmation card here instead. And then my driver's license and my debit card here, just because I don't really like having my driver's license in full view when I open everything. So I'm probably going to put an affirmation card here and then my license here and my debit card here. And then in the back, I'll probably keep all of my insurance cards. And I don't carry credit cards or anything with me. My wallet is very, very, very basic. It's like 4 cards. And so I like being able to have that. And then, of course, I like being able to have the cash or the change pocket. I have not been using very much cash because everything has been through Instacart or other apps for curbside pickup. But prior to the pandemic, I was a cash only, and so I like being able to have that option there as well. So I just love this. I was really torn between this color and the lavender that they had, and I actually chose the gray because this cover that I have right here is the lavender, and so I just really didn't want to have 2 lavenders. Or lilac. I don't know what color this really is, but I love the gray because, again, it's going to be my everyday carry. I'm going to have it with me all the time, and gray kind of goes just with everything. And even if I didn't want to bring my handbag with me, I could just grab this and I can have my planner and I can have my wallet and I can have everything that I need. Okay, so I'm just going to go through here and transfer everything from my Foxy Fix over to the new cover. I am going to transfer the planner, obviously, itself, and my little accessory notepad also. And when I do have everything completely transferred over and converted, I'm really excited for the aspect of it having actual wallet capacity. So I'll keep the cash that I use in the left side of the planner behind the slip pocket, and then all of my insurance cards and everything will be on the right side of the planner behind the actual planner itself. So the only thing I really have to debate on whether I want in here are the stencils. I don't usually use them when I'm on the go or doing planning outside of the home, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and just leave them behind and save them just for at-home planning, since that's usually when I do my setup. Okay, so I really like this. I love the size. I even more love that I could slip this in to the back cover while still using, well, not having to put it on the strings. So the other cover I had, the Foxy Fix, was just strings, and I have the cover over the cover. I think these are called cover-on covers. But with the strings, it kind of bent my cover a little bit, my plastic one. And the only reason I have this plastic cover on, it's not a requirement or a necessity by any means, but I just really liked being able to have the extra protection because I didn't want the actual design to get messed up. And the cover on cover had the pen loop and it had a couple of extra pockets as well. And so I liked that. And then I'm also using the rivets from Hobonichi to just mark things in my planner. So the first one is my month. The second one is the week that I'm on. The last one is going to my note pages where I have a couple of different things. I've got like books I want to read, online orders, and just a running to purchase type of list. And then I just have a bunch of other random things in my note pages as well. And so I love that I can still keep this cover, this plastic cover, and still have plenty of room to slip it into the back instead of having it on the strings. Now I also have this little notebook that I've been using to plan all of my IG takeovers. And so I'm not gonna be able to show it, but I've got a bunch of stuff written in the front already. But I like being able to have this just kind of in combination with this, just if I need like random notes. I like that. And then I've got my checkbook log here, and I'm not going to put my cards or anything in just because. So, but I like being able to have all of this space to be able to utilize this as a functional wallet. Now, the only thing is the pen loop, and it could very well be the pen that I'm using. It has like this rubber grip on it. The pen loop here does have an elastic band, so it can expand, so it's not only that leather, but because of the rubber grip, I'm not really able to stick the pen in the loop without quite a bit of difficulty. And that, I'm just not gonna lie, this would get really annoying to do every single time I had to take my pen out. So that's really kind of the only downside that I have with this planner cover, is just the pen loop. But again, it's probably just the pen that I'm choosing to use in combination with this. I bet you anything, if I changed pens that didn't have a rubber grip, it would be a lot easier. So the other pens that I use in this planner with the Tomoe River paper is the Zebra Sarasa Mark-On. That one does have a rubber grip. And then I have this Zebra Sarasa Grand. This is the barrel, but I've put the Mark-On ink in here. So the ink that came with the barrel is not Tomoe River paper friendly. And so I could absolutely use this one. And I think that's actually what I'm gonna end up doing, is just replacing this. So I'll probably end up using this. And then the only downside is I won't be able to use the Jetstream ink because the ink barrel is a lot different, which is fine. I like this ink in there as well, just as fine. But it does take just an extra second to dry because it is a gel ink, whereas this one is a ballpoint. I am going to kind of clean up my little workspace here, and then I will come back and show you how I set up all of my stuff for the week in my planner. Okay, so I'm going to keep the book in this planner cover just to show you that it can absolutely be done. A lot of times I take the planner out and plan with just the planner, but I need to be able to know that I can do this with it in my planner cover, because if I am out and about and on the go, I'm not going to remove my planner every single time I need to write something down. So I'll show you my previous weeks and just do a real quick flip through. So with the Hobonichi Weeks, you have all of your months at the front. So you have your entire 2021, and then you have January, February, March of 2022. So the planner actually starts in December of 2020. I didn't have it in December, so I didn't really utilize any of the December pages. And so I didn't start using it until I think the first couple of weeks of January. So I actually went back and just did some back planning just to try and figure out how I wanted to utilize all of the space. And so these are just some previous weeks and how I've kind of changed everything over time to try and figure out how everything I wanted it to work with. And so there's some weeks that I didn't use it at all, and there's some weeks that I used it very, very heavily. This is a week I tried to do my health planner, and then this is a week where I wanted to try and highlight all of my tasks that got done, and I decided I either didn't like the color I chose or I didn't like highlighting my tasks when they were done because it was too distracting for me. And so I've got my habits, I've got my cleaning, and I've got my menu down here as well. And so this is just kind of the evolution of my planning style. And this week I decided to do meal planning on this side and then functional planning on this side. I liked it okay, but I missed having my habit tracker and I missed having my menu plan and my cleaning plan down there as well. And so this is kind of where I ended up really enjoying the layout. I have all of my time sensitive appointments here, and then I have all of my daily specific tasks here, my routines and habits here, and then anything that I wanted to get done during the week that I didn't have a specific day I needed to do it on. And then this is the week that we're currently on right now. This is the first time I used stickers with the exception of these dots. And this is just a leftover kit that I had from With Wool and Flax. It's just a leftover Bujo kit. And this is just a little coffee sticker. So I tried stickers. It's really pretty, but I think that this is just going to be a pen and highlighter only type of thing for me right now. So this is the week coming up in March, and then this is where it goes from March to April and it transitions. So usually the way I do this planner is I will take and I will do all of it in 1 month. So what I mean by that is I will come to the month that I'm going to be planning, which is April, and then I will go to the week that I'm going to be planning, and I will literally write everything down and set up this page for the entire month. The only thing I cannot add in is my daughter's school schedule because she does remote learning at home and her Zoom times change on occasion, and so I can't add those in. But any other time-sensitive appointments that I have, I will absolutely write in, and I'll probably end up highlighting as well. And so that's pretty much just what I'm going to do, is I'm just going to do all of that, and I'm going to set up this page, and then I am going to just write in all of my basic stuff over here. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to go ahead and there's going to be so much flipping back and forth because I'm going to utilize my monthly calendar to figure out what I need to put in for my weeks. So what I'm doing here is I'm just using one of the Hobonichi stencils, and I'm just using it to divide this tiny little column on the left and on the right page. I don't really have a set thing I put in the left column of the right page. I don't know why I do it. There's a very faint line on the page already, and I just feel like it's a natural division. I do know that some people write their meals, or they write their highlight of the day, anything that they buy, they can budget in that area as well. So I've been really inconsistent with that tiny little area, but I still do it for some reason, and I don't know why. So I'm using another Hobonichi stencil here just for my check boxes. This green stencil works beautifully in the Hobonichi Cousin, but I never knew that the grid boxes on the Hobonichi Weeks are just slightly smaller than the Hobonichi Cousin. So the stencil is not an exact perfect fit for the boxes here, but it still works well enough to where it's not too misaligned to where it bugs me. And so I always try to keep my meals in this planner as well, just because, especially if I am out really late in the day and I can't remember what we're having, I can have easy access to figure out what we're having, or if I need to pick something up or even order something from the grocery store and have it delivered as well. And then of course my routines and habits. I've learned to love to track routines and habits. I've never been a big habit tracker type of person, and now I feel the need to just track all the things and document all the things. And so again, I'm doing a lot of flipping back and forth. I just added in my recycling on the monthly calendar. So the county that we live in has been doing weekly recycling with trash pickup every single week for as long as we've lived here, and they just started to phase over to an every other week, which I don't know. I have very mixed feelings about. I know that it's probably better for the environment to have trucks running less often, but y'all, like, we recycle so much. We have a regular sized bin. I guess it's regular to me, a regular sized bin, and we fill it up every single week. And now we're going to have to go to every other week. They did give us a larger bin, but it was only by like 10 gallons. So we're a little nervous about the every other day recycling. Oh my stars, I cannot talk. And I am not going to take this off and redo it because it's just too long. But anyways, so I am just going through and trucking along with all of my planning stuff. So you'll notice that I write coffee photo on every Monday. A long time ago, my best friend here and my dad started doing, we call it Coffee Monday. And my dad is in a different state, and we all decided that we were just going to send each other selfies of ourselves holding our coffee cups on Monday. It started as like a little silly thing, but it's become the sweetest and most important tradition that I have every single week. And it's just a nice time to kind of connect with not only my friend here who is local, but also with my dad. And we always do like little conversations in the group text that we have, and then we do like little jokes and stuff. And it's just a really fun way to start the week. And we've been doing that for several years. And I actually started doing it with another group of friends as well. And so I write it in there just because I really don't want to forget. And not that I could forget, because they would probably end up texting me if I did forget. But it's just something that kind of makes me smile every time I open my planner and see it, because it's just a really sweet thing that we do all the time. Okay, so I'm really just kind of doing the same thing over and over here on each one of these weeks, and I'm running out of things to say. So I'm just going to start rambling and talking about a whole bunch of different things. So I think I am going to do a new video. I don't know if it's going to go up this week or the week after, but I think I'm going to do just kind of like a Q2 planner update. I've changed quite a bit, and I've actually purchased quite a bit, and so I'm going to do a hard stop on planner spending. Like literally, I'm not even going to buy a pen. I'm going to buy 0 things. And so I think that I've kind of finally 2-3 months into the year kind of fine-tuned everything exactly where I want it to be. I'm hoping, crossing my fingers and my legs, I'm hoping that everything is going to stick for a while, because I really like the system that I've got going on with the planners that I'm using as well. I am going to be changing one planner up quite a bit as well. And so look forward to that video, and make sure that you actually do like the turn on the alerts thing, so every time I post a video you'll get notified, because I will be doing a planner update for the next quarter as well. And if you guys ever have any other video requests, please feel free to drop that down in the comments and let me know. I'm currently using the Hobonichi Weeks, the Hobonichi Cousin, for journaling and memory planning, in addition to my MakseLife for personal growth and goals. And so I am going to try and keep up with doing flip throughs every time I'm done with a month of those 3 planners. I haven't decided if I'm going to do all 3 in one video. I guess it just depends on how chatty I get. But again, please just let me know if you have any other ideas of videos, or if there's anything that you are wanting to see from me specifically, especially knowing the things that I use as well. So I am just going through all of this stuff, and I'm just finishing everything up, and I'm just flipping through to make sure I've got everything. I think this is maybe the last page that I've got to do for the week. And then I'm really liking this particular layout. It's actually working really, really well for me. So I'm going to definitely stick with it, obviously, since I've done it for the entire month of April. And then I will reevaluate at the end of April, beginning of May, just to see if my needs for this on the go / functional, messy type of planner has changed at all. But for right now, I actually really like being able to have everything kind of in one place that is easy to carry with me and just pick up. Okay, so there you have it. So I actually decided to change my layout just a little bit. So I've been just doing kind of different things on the sides here. I really love having my routines in here, because if I ever actually do have to leave the house, I don't know, I just feel better having it in there. So I went through and I put in all of my time sensitive and my day specific things according to my calendar, and then an extra space for additional tasks. I carry a lot of mine over from week to week if they haven't been done. And then I've got my routines space down here. I put cleaning in here this week, and then I kind of decided not to put it in there the following weeks, because it actually took up a lot of space, and on the off chance that I had to do additional tasks, I wanted to be able to have more space. My routines also, some are the same from week to week. And when I have my routines in here, I'm a lot better with my habits. And so a lot of them are the same from week to week, but sometimes I do change things as well. This past week, I haven't had my routine in here, and I have noticed that I've been like slacking on a lot of areas. And so I added it for next week, and then I'm adding it for each week in April as well. And so again, I don't have my school schedule for my daughter, which is fine. So I'll go ahead and fill those in on the Friday before the week when I get it. And then, oh, I forgot my menu down here for this one. I'll go back and add my menu for this one. And so that is it. And then when it converts to May, I'll just kind of go through and do the entire thing again. And I'll try and do a monthly flip through of this one as well. And so that way you guys can see just the functional, messy side of my planning also. But if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. And I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much.